Hey Scott, such a great time working with you over the weekend. I have here two different versions of your role, one from the beginning of the session, one from the end. I believe that it's this bottom one that's from the beginning of the session. Here it is at quarter speed. Suspense is killing us here. Anytime. Awesome, so that's the role you came in with. Let's look now at the role towards the end of the session. Here we go. Again, this is also quarter time. Some things that we were working on in your session, just as a review, recap, reminder, we were working on a finished position in which you wait the far side of your boat once you come up. And if you look at your boat right there, right here, that edge is just a touch lower than your other edge. And so we stuck the dismount on that in terms of moving you forward. Something else that we talked about is this idea of slamming this edge that way as part of your boat rotation, a kind of forceful scooping of your boat back under you. And I want to take a quick look at that on the video here. So a much more exclamation point ending to that roll, especially right there. Let's compare that to the roll that you came in with. A lot of energy at the end of this roll comes from throwing your head across. Gets you up, doesn't give you quite as forceful or fluid an ending. And the other piece is how far back your head is. So just looking at this top image, you're accomplishing the same effectiveness. You're getting up injury-free, you're getting up in a repeatable way, and more of your energy translates to an already upright posture, already on your far edge. So that's really great. Something else I want to highlight is just how much of your boat rotation happens with your blade in front of you. So your boat starts to rotate about there. That's awesome. You don't quite get it out as far as maybe even with your knee. It's maybe somewhere like even with your mid-shin. That's perfect. Bulk of the boat rotation happens with the blade maybe out from where your knees are. Pretty much have finished the boat rotation as it gets to your hip, and your finished position is there just behind your hip. All of that is really good. Please don't change that. Something I think it will be really interesting to look at if you do a subsequent session or if you have friends shoot video of you moving forward is just to watch blade angle. Don't know if you watched Jay's video, but you have almost no offset on your blade. So a flat blade here equals a flat blade there. That means that we'll be able to track how your blade angle in the water is doing really well. So right there on that one, and right there on that one, look how vertical your blade is. Now, throughout the session, we were able to kind of correct for this hand coming across. It's part of what made you need a little less of that swing of your head back over your boat. But in both cases, we have a fairly vertical blade angle. I think something that will start to make the roll feel even easier will be if we can essentially like loosen this wrist. To do that, we'll need to also loosen this wrist. Not sure if you do like a right hand control with no offset. There's not much need for your paddle to slide in your left hand. Those of us that learned with 90-degree offsets, back in the 90s, learned to loosen our left hand grip and do the blade control with our right hand. Something that we'll want to work on with you is like just relaxing both wrists so that there can be a little more bend. And then we can get both blades to kind of flatten out with more of a slicing angle as your blade comes around. You'll feel less resistance on your blade. There's only one brief moment where we need resistance on our blade, and that's in the moment that we're doing the bulk of the rotation on our boat. So Scott, just looking at these rolls from the beginning of the session to the end of the session, it's not worlds different, but it is very notably better. Here they are for a sort of side-by-side comparison, or one above the other comparison again. Again, that top roll getting you to a full upright position with less effort. Really, really solid work, Scott.